Welcome, Jason McCarty, the Executive Director of Capital City Pride. Hey, Jason.
Hi, Paul. Thanks for having me.
Glad to have you here today. Capital City Pride, a big weekend celebration, is coming up this weekend here in the city with Soul. We're going to talk more about that, but first, I'd like to know a little more about your organization, Capital City Pride.
Well, thanks, Paul. And again, thanks for having me. Capital City Pride is an organization based here in Central Mississippi. We're proud to call Jackson our home base. It started off as an organization that wanted to be visible, that wanted to make sure that other people that were LGBTQ plus felt safe, felt comfortable, that they saw people like me walking the streets of Jackson and having a business and seeing that they can be who they wanted to be in this city, and felt safe about doing so. I think Jackson's come a long way. We have a long way to go, but right now, Capital City is in a place where it could be a leader in that. There's 12 people on our committee from the age of 16 to 68, all colors of the rainbow, bilingual, trans. I'd like to say we're the most diverse board in the city. If anyone else has a bigger, more diverse board, you can call me. But I think we are, and I think we just represent all people.
I love what your organization does. I love what you're trying to accomplish here to make this a safe, inclusive, and welcoming place for everyone here in Jackson, Mississippi. You've had some folks who, I guess you could say, paved the way, who came before you. You stand on their shoulders as you progress this cause here in the city. And I know you wanted a chance to kind of give them a little love today.
Being gay in Mississippi is not easy. Being gay in Jackson also has its challenges. But our organization is being able to accomplish what we're being able to accomplish because of people like before us. Unity Mississippi, for example, Noel All, Sherry Cothran, Rob Hill, Jack Summers, Jack Myers, Jack Sanford. The list could go on, but there are people like them that I truly look up to. They were doing this work when being gay was definitely not accepted. They were doing this work when community members didn't feel safe to be who they are today. And they were doing this work, and I might say where the city of Jackson maybe didn't include them in decision making. And because of people like Noel and Sherry and Jack and Rob, my job is a little easier, and I don't take that for granted. Because of them, I'm being able to be who I want to be today. And so for that, I'm extremely grateful.
Jason, big weekend coming up for Jackson this weekend. It's your Pride weekend, and I'm looking for a snapshot view of the events. We're going to put details in our show notes, but for now, tell me what's going on this weekend. Let's get excited about it.
Yeah, thanks, Paul. October 1st, 2nd, 3rd. It'll start on October 1st. Friday night at Eco Shed, starting at 6 p.m. Elton John impersonator, silent auction. You don't want to miss it. 100% benefits Grace House. Saturday is the main event. We'll have a 5K family run that morning, starting at 7:30. It will start at Smithville Stadium and end at Smithville Stadium. And then the big event from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. 13 bands, 46 drag queens, over 40 vendors, and ending with Simone from RuPaul's Drag Race, the winner from last year. We'll be here in Jackson. And then Sunday is our final drag brunch on Commerce Street in front of Howland Miles with another RuPaul's Drag Race superstar, Silky Ganache. We'll end with a Pride March that will run through the city of downtown Jackson. And we'll end with a traditional tea dance going until 7 p.m. And then I take the month off.
And you should, right? Let me mention this too about this weekend. You all are playing it safe, taking COVID precautions and COVID vaccination very seriously.
Yeah, thanks for that. Yeah, we've been having COVID vaccine drives all the way up until this weekend. But at the Pride, you do need to provide proof of vaccination, a 48-hour negative test result, or I'm so grateful we just secured some rapid testing. So if you come and have not been vaccinated, and you don't have that negative result, you can do a rapid test that day.
This is smart. This is doing what we need to do
Yeah.
to put on events in COVID pandemic time. So thank you for that. Jason, you told us that you moved away from Jackson, lived in New York City for about 10 years, but you came back. Why is Jackson important to you? Why do you want to make Jackson a better place?
Look, I think Jackson doesn't get enough credit. We actually have some really dang good people that live here. We have amazing food, which I love, as you can tell. And we have, for the most part, our city is clean and safe and growing. I want to stay here because why not? Our city deserves people that are gay, that are people that are comfortable in their shell to develop and grow the city. Too many people, Paul, as you know, move and they don't come back. And so we're missing them. And I say to anyone that watches this, that if you get involved with this city, you can help move this city in the right direction. And that doesn't mean that you have to run for office like I did, or it doesn't mean that you have to write checks or come to every event. What that means is that you just talk and speak about Jackson. Everywhere you go, I travel the world, everywhere I go, I just talk about Jackson. And then maybe people will come here. And those dollars that they come in tourism helps build things like what we get to do. And so I guess to answer your question of full part, I'm grateful to live here. I have a beautiful home with a beautiful family and a great church that I go to called St. James. And people here are good people. And I also believe that Jackson's ready for 21st century conversations. And I don't take that lightly. And so I've been very humbled by the city of Jackson and the planning department, all the way up to the mayor, being very open and willing to talk to us. And I see a future for a lot of people in the future to stay here. Grow roots here, get a job here, and help build Jackson to be the most diverse, open, and direct city in the state.
The executive director of Capital City Pride, Jason McCarty, thanks so much for being here today.
Paul, thank you so much, and thank you for the partnership with Visit Jackson. We're truly humbled and grateful, and we can't wait to see all of you at Capital City Pride, October 1st through 3rd.